Good morning, Year 2. I hope you are all okay at home. We are going to carry on with our English lessons. And can anybody remember the text that we've been focusing on? That's right, Rapunzel. We are going to carry on, but we're taking a bit of a pause to reflect on how we feel about this text. I want us to really think about how we feel. Do we like it? Do we dislike it? Has it given us anything to question? And does it remind us of anything else? Does it remind us of a book that we have already read? Does it remind us of a film we've seen? Or anything else it might remind you of? So we're going to catch up to where we've read to, then we'll stop and we'll look at answering those questions. That is the front of the book. I'm just going to move this slightly to the side. I really like this first page. I like looking at Rapunzel in her tower. Another really interesting page. Oh, that's how we're all feeling at the moment, I think, 2F, sat at home, waiting to come back to school. So, Rapunzel lived alone in a tall, dark tower. She was trapped there by a witch who visited every day. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, called the witch. And then, using Rapunzel's hair as a rope, she climbed, because that was the only way, into the tower. You know, this page makes me laugh too, Confused pigeon. Every day the witch brushed Rapunzel's hair. Swish, swish. Then, snip, snip, she stole some of the golden locks to sell for riches. As she left with her treasure, the witch cackled, "You can never escape, Rapunzel. Leave the tower and I will put a terrible curse on you." I won't tell you what happens next. We'll find that out later in the week. So that's where we've got up to so far. So now we need to start looking at how we feel about the text. So if you go on the website, you can download the sheet. I've got it in front of me here that has each of the questions. Okay, Year 2, here's my screen so you can see what I'm writing. I'm just going to do an example of each one. So the first one says, was there anything you liked about this text so far? Well, you know that those pictures, illustrations really made me giggle. So I really like the illustrations in the text because they make me laugh. Okay, leave that one there. Was there anything that you particularly disliked so far? I do not like not knowing how capital letter for a name, Rapunzel got trapped in the tower. Trapped is a funny word. It ends with an ED, but we don't say trapped, we say trapped. And quite often that ED for a past tense verb makes a t sound. So I do not like knowing how Rapunzel got trapped in the tower. I feel like I'm missing something. I need to explain myself. I do not like knowing how Rapunzel got trapped in the tower because I don't know where her family are. Full stop. Can you see the word I've used on both of my sentences there to explain myself? Well done to Effie's. It's because. That has explained how I feel about the text. Over here, because. So I really like the illustrations in the text because they make me laugh. I do not like knowing how Rapunzel. I do not like not knowing how Rapunzel got trapped in the tower because I don't know where her family are. That witch might be her family. We just don't know, do we? Okay. I know you'll do lots more examples than I have. Okay. Was there anything that puzzled you? Let's just change. Make it a bit bigger. Well, I suppose I've already answered that a little bit. I don't know how Rapunzel got into the tower, so I'm going to say, how did Rapunzel, capital letter for a name, how did Rapunzel become trapped? There's that word again with the ED. How did Rapunzel become trapped in the tower? It's a how question. Maybe a why question. Why is her hair worth so much money? Where is the tower? So I've got a how, a why, a where. When will Rapunzel escape? Will she escape? Goodness, that's a lot of questions. So I've asked, how did Rapunzel become trapped in the tower? Why is her hair worth so much money? Where is the tower? When will Rapunzel escape? Will she escape? What have I used at the end of each one of my sentences there? Is it a full stop? We have got a bit of a full stop at the bottom. It shows the end of a sentence, but instead, because we're asking a question, we have used a question mark. We always use them after a question. So, the last one here. Were there any patterns or connections that you noticed? Did it remind you of books you have read or films you have seen? Well, this text reminds me very much of Tangled. So this text reminds me of a film that I have seen called Tangled. Oh, I'm missing something there. Did you spot it? I need a capital letter because this is a proper noun. It is the name of a film. This text reminds me of a film that I've seen called Tangled. Hang on. Because it has a character locked in a tower. Okay. I have just done a couple of examples for each one. I'm sure you will think of lots more. And I'll leave you to get on with it now. I'm really excited to see what questions and what answers you have to share with me.